Corey Noles from Armchair Rockstar. Welcome to our first YouTube video. We just wanted to kind of do this first video as an introduction to tell you a little about who we are, what we do, why we do it. Essentially, we're Armchair Rockstar. Armchair Rockstar is a website designed for the needs of the gigging musician, the non-gigging musician. You know, whether you're a guy who gigs 3 nights a week around his local city, or a person who just has a few guitars and kicks back on a couch like this, drinks a cold beer, and plays some music, this is your home. You know, we want the tips that work for you, the news that works for you about the bands you care about, and even about new bands you might ought to. You know, there's a huge revolution in this whole modern classic rock thing right now. There's a bunch of great bands out there. Dirty Honey, Rival Sons, Greta Van Fleet, stuff like that. You know, if you're a guy who's into 70s rock, 60s rock, even some 80s rock, there's new music out there that you should care about. First and foremost, though, what we want to do is create a place where, say, you're about to play on stage for the first time. You're nervous, as is normal. I still get nervous. Everybody I know still gets nervous. It's just part of it. And but you're looking for tips. You want to know, you don't want to be surprised. You want to be ready for those kind of things. So what you're talking about is things like here's a good example. See this little tuner here? This is a great little tuner, actually. It's made by Diodario. I can't remember the name, but I'll find out. It's a fantastic little tuner for sitting around the house, for whatever you're doing. It's great. But you go on stage, 100% useless, as are nearly all clip-on tuners. Because what happens is these tuners work off of the wood resonating, and that tells it the frequency of the note you're playing. So what happens is when you're about to go on stage, because this is what happened to me the first time I went on stage as a guitar player, which surprisingly enough wasn't that long ago. I was a drummer for a long time. But as a guitar player, only last year I went on stage for the first time. And I had my trusty little tuner here hooked on, and I got my guitar out early, thinking I'm going to strap on while they're playing the song before I go up. And I got it out, and I went like this to try and tune it, and I realized my guitar was picking up all of the vibrations of sound in the bar. From the band through the PA to the people talking, it's all interfering with the resonance in your wood that is being created that this tuner has to read. So, you know, you need backup solutions. We've got good backup solutions, which we'll tell you about in a later video. But there's a bunch of tips and tricks like that. And what we're going to do is put together videos that are useful to the new guy. Everything out there, I feel like, is very geared toward people who've been doing this forever. They're into, you know, high-end arpeggios, and they're into other things like that, which is great. That's all important as well. But at the same time, you know, it's important for you when you show up to a gig to be prepared, to figure out little things you can do that will make you not that asshole on the other side of the stage who doesn't seem to know what he's supposed to be doing. We just want to make that easier for you, and that's what Armchair Rockstar is all about. It's about a place to find what you need. We're trying to, you know, build a community, essentially. The website's doing great. We've got 3 writers. We've got some advertisers going now. In the first month of existence, we went from 0 to 250,000 page views with around 42,000 unique visitors for a first month, which was fantastic. We can't complain about that a bit. And it's still growing every day. So, you know, this is something that's here to stay. It's going to be big. And I'm going to be doing these videos all the time. So get used to seeing me. And if anybody has any questions, we'll throw my email address up right here. You can always reach out, chat with me, whatever you need. We'll probably have some product reviews pretty soon as well. I'll just mention that. Blackstar is sending us out a cool little kind of armchair amp is what I think of it as. It's the Fly 3 Blackstar Def Leppard edition. It's just it's a little amp with Bluetooth capability. You're able to play like music from your phone through it and jam along. So I mean, you know, it's not something you're going to take on stage, but for something to sit on your little table beside where you play at night, could be handy. We'll probably also get a review on this neat little Fender Twin Reverb I've got here. This thing is a 1972 model I picked up a couple weeks ago from my buddies at Music Go Round St. Charles. It literally fell off of a truck. Like, off. I don't know to what extent it fell apart before I had it, but it's certainly been used, abused, and played. I mean, you can see the grills coming off and stuff, but we'll get into that on the next video whenever we do it. But either way, it still sounds good and is good enough for me. But just want to say thanks for watching. We hope you'll check out the site. We hope you love it. If there are things you want to see covered, let us know. That's what we're here for. We want to have what you want. So reach out anytime. Thanks for watching.